Konnichiwa from Japan. You can actually see that we're standing right by the Tochigi Nissan plant where they build all of the Nissan ARIYAs, 100% fully electric. If you recall, I did an entire Nissan ad campaign a couple months ago.
So close your eyes now.
Eyes closed.
And action!
Where am I? Sharp, isn't it? It is looking sharp. No! That went really well, and we are now at the home, the birthplace of Nissan. We'll be doing a full plant tour. Not sure what I can actually share. Some really cool test drives. It's just 3 days of fun in Japan with Nissan. Let's go. So walking in, you can see this is the Tochigi plant, and we got a brief little introduction of the assembly of how the Nissan ARIYA is actually made, all the different steps, and then we got to chat with some of the ARIYA designers, how it was really inspired by Japanese heritage. For example, that Kumiko pattern that's in the front, but also insides, but things like LiDAR sensors are seamlessly built into the front, which I actually like. There's that Japanese saying of Ma, which is the mastery of empty space, so that really clean interior, bringing in that warm sense of touch, so a lot of that wood material, satin finish. There is no high gloss black for fingerprints anywhere, which I love. Even things, forgive the pronunciation, Karan Sensui. It's like that classic Japanese garden. So that is like the floor mats, the leather seats, they all have those iconic lines. Super, super cool to see. Getting to see the actual plant tour, the production lines, how precise everything is. So obviously the ARIYA, which we all know and love, but also this is a plant where they make the GTR. For any of you ICE lovers, like this is what I grew up on loving Nissan. But obviously this is electric, this is the future. And obviously with EVs, what you don't see anymore is these specimens. This engine completely hand-built by Takumi Kurosawa. Thank you, sir, for that beautiful piece of art there. That's for that beast right there. This is the largest Nissan production plant in Japan, and it's actually the same size as New York Central Park as a reference. So it's pretty big. But maybe now the best part is the test drive. Okay. So from the plant to the track, so some cars are going out actually right now. This will actually be my first time driving the ARIYA on track. So I'll just give you some like spec numbers, like 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, just under 5 seconds. That's the same as like a Nissan GTR, which we just saw. And when you think about that, for the styling of an SUV, this is like a fully usable car. This actually has the most space in its class, and that's because of the integrated floor and battery design. It's got the 2 separate drivetrains with e-Force, and it's got a range of 465 kilometers. And thinking about it, this is also the first time I'm driving on track on the right-hand side. So we'll see what happens. It's weird. I keep forgetting which side to put the seatbelt on. Check out this bank, which is cool. If you can actually see where that road is there. Oh, that would be so sick to take on this. I don't know if they would yell at me though. And what's nice about the interior, it actually has like haptic buttons on the dash. So this is like all wooden, just like the designer said, it's following that like Japanese ethos. They haven't overdone it with the screens, and they have dual 12.6-inch displays, and you can actually swipe info over from one side to the other. Now just change it to sport mode selected. Sport mode on, taking the corner. I'm gonna go here. He's gonna yell at me on the mic. I'm on the wall.
Thank you.
He yelled at me there. That was super fun. Are we gonna drift? That's a Tokyo drift. This is what makes you grin ear to ear. The driving dynamic is nice. Like as we're just going into the sun here, like think about the size of this car. It's impressive. So what I'm gonna actually do here is a bit of a launch. So I'm gonna come to a full stop, 0 to 100. There we go, start, pushing it down, That's 0 to 100, 5 seconds flat, and I'm gonna take the bank again.
Go,
I mean, you have to take the bank. Checking off those bucket list items one by one. That's a wrap. Day 1. So morning for day 2, we've actually come to the Nissan Heritage Museum, which is just outside of Tokyo. In all honesty, I'm not as familiar with like my Nissan Heritage. These are cars that have rolled off the lot for the past like 90 years. This one is probably the most iconic to me, like the Nissan GTR, Paul Walker, Need for Speed 2, Tokyo Drift, like that's my vibe. If you have any like favorite Nissans, let me know. And let's roll the B-roll and check out some cool cars.
Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door, but what's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what I bought. Lying, nothing in your core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure.
My name is Carl Conrad, I'm from Toronto, Canada, representing Canada.
Yeah, Carl! Hey, all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey.
I mean, like, check this out here. The view. You can almost imagine Mount Fuji just over this way and a little cruise ship. That's going for a lake tour in the back. But yeah, as we finish up shooting the last couple spots, it's been really special being back in Japan. I've been here a couple times before, but if you haven't been, it's one of the most like unique places on earth. The culture, the people, they are like so kind. The amount of passion, obviously the attention to detail is really important to develop something like this, like fully electric vehicles. We're still technically in like the first gen, maybe entering into gen 2 of EVs, and they'll only get better, and like tech will improve. Even things like motorsports, when I've been out to some of the races with Nissan, a lot of the learnings that they get, tech-wise, that translates to actual road use. Things like battery performance, range, those will all get better. We're starting to roll out right now, so I'm gonna peace out from Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu. Forgive the pronunciation. It's just been a really cool trip. Peace.